A convoy of 25 refrigerated trucks is currently hauling 81,000 square feet of Colorado-grown grass toward NRG Stadium in Houston. Inside the arena, agronomists are using these massive grow light rigs to force the grass to root in just 3 weeks. On a farm, this process would take 13. In New York, the obstacle is the physical geometry of the building itself. To find the necessary space, crews at MetLife Stadium are currently unbolting and removing 1,740 seats to widen the playing floor. These logistical hurdles, demolished seating and indoor farming, reveal an awkward truth about how these buildings were originally designed. This massive mobilization is happening in venues where 92% of the primary tenants, the NFL players, have spent years asking for natural grass to protect their joints. The NFL has historically argued that maintaining a grass field in an enclosed, climate-controlled stadium like this one is an impossible task. Yet these same stadiums have just proven that a professional-grade grass field can be installed and maintained indoors in the middle of July. The existence of these fields proves that the playing surface is not a technical limitation. It is a specific choice with massive downstream consequences. FIFA's rulebook contains a blunt, non-negotiable line: the tournament is played on natural turf. An NFL field is built exactly 53 yards wide, the surrounding concrete poured to fit that footprint. A World Cup pitch needs 75 yards of width. When you try to fit that onto the diagram, the field crashes directly into the lower seating bowl. Because these stadiums were built exclusively for the narrow footprint of artificial turf, the substructure and drainage are rigid. You cannot widen a concrete stadium with a spreadsheet. The only solution is to bring in the bulldozers. The building's geometry was locked in at the concept phase. Tearing out the stands is the only way to accommodate a requirement that wasn't part of the original plan. This conflict is the result of two different philosophies regarding the purpose of a stadium floor. To FIFA, the surface is a foundational requirement. They specify grass at the earliest concept phase and refuse to move off it. Because that intent is fixed, the entire supply chain, from Colorado sod farms to university agronomists, reorganizes itself to deliver the brief. The NFL treats the playing surface as a cost decision made after the building exists, essentially viewing the field as a swappable accessory. Treating a foundational element as an afterthought ensures the building will eventually be forced to compromise its own function. The most striking part of this achievement is how quickly it will be dismantled. The moment the World Cup leaves town, the process reverses. This expensive, engineered grass will be ripped up and replaced with synthetic turf before the NFL season begins. The NFL is essentially paying a massive premium to temporarily rent the correct architectural answer for 1 month. Spending millions to fix a symptom for 4 weeks does not solve the underlying problem of poor planning. Design intelligence is the practice of making your most critical decisions at the earliest possible stage. As this aerial view of MetLife Stadium suggests, the most expensive decisions are the ones baked into the foundation. Material, geometry, and intent are easy to change on a drawing, but nearly impossible to change in concrete. FIFA succeeded in putting a farm inside a plastic building because they fixed their intent early and never wavered. No amount of downstream heroics can cheaply buy back a deferred decision. You will always pay a fortune to reverse a compromise you built into your own foundation.